Hey y'all, it's Matt and Meghan with the Traveling Texans. So we've just wrapped up our second stop on this, I don't know how long, trip that we're taking and living abroad. So that's what we're doing right now. We left Texas, when did we leave Texas? August 5th. And then we left the US on August 10th. And we got to Bali September 12th, I believe. And these are 7 things that we've just absolutely loved about Bali, Indonesia. Welcome to Bali. Starting off, number 7 is the weather is cooler, especially where we're at, and less humid than what we experienced in Thailand. So in Thailand, the weather was kind of in the high 80s, low 90s, but with the humidity, it felt like it was over 100 like every single day. It's a little bit cooler here. It might be like in the mid 80s, and it might feel like it's in the 90s, like low 90s, but in most of the time, less humidity. We're at the tail end of it right now, and the rainy season has started. Like we're kind of lucky today that it's not raining on us. The last 2 days, it has just dumped on us, like 4 different rain showers a day, and twice, just like big rain and lots of wind and stuff like that. But
it brought cooler temperature.
So it's been less humid and the temps are lower. And there's places that you can go here that are in the mountains. Like we're kind of on a mountain ridge where we're at. So I think we're at like 200 meters, so 600 and something feet above sea level here. But there's other places that we visited that are in the mountains that are over 4,000 feet, and so the temperatures get in the low 70s. It was so nice.
It's really cool.
It was so nice, no pun intended, to visit those areas. It was just nice feeling that colder air, that colder temperature. So. But yeah, we have enjoyed the weather here, more than we did in Thailand.
Number 6 is food. We learned that the food in Bali is not as spicy as Thailand, so that was nice. I'm not a huge spicy food fan.
Yeah, if you love spicy food, you can make things spicy. They're not going to necessarily make it spicy. But like we've just liked the food overall. It doesn't. We haven't had as much of a variety as we did in Thailand. One of those reasons, though, is because we're kind of in a small village. I mean, this village that we're in is only like 1,000 people, so there aren't many options to choose from to eat in this village. Actually, there's only 2. No, there's 3. There's 2 that are right across the street from each other, and then just down the road is another one. So
probably 3 that we know of.
Yeah, but even
our driver.
Yeah, August was like, there's not many places to eat. So some of the things that we've eaten that we really liked are bakso ayam, and that's chicken meatballs. It comes with like a soup and a couple of different noodles in it. The mee ayam, which is noodles with chicken. So ayam is chicken, mee is noodles, bakso is meatball. What was the other one
We
that you
liked
liked?
the chicken soup with the chicken foot.
Yes.
I liked that. I didn't like the chicken foot, but soto ayam.
Soto ayam. And the other one that I really liked, I didn't like the one with the chicken foot as much. But the one that I did like and Meghan and Christy didn't like as much was the babi guling. So babi is pork, and what it is, it's a suckling pig. So they'll cook this pig, all night, all day, whatever. And it's just different parts of it. So you'll have like the outer skin that's real crispy. We also had the lung.
Yeah.
And you'll get other parts of it, and then the meat that's cooked differently.
Yeah.
So, but I really enjoyed it, even the lung.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, the lung was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So
we liked the banana pancakes. They made banana pancakes for us once at the villa. Those were good. They were kind of like crepes. Those were good.
Yeah, and there was another one that I really liked. It's called sayur urap, and it's made with like green beans or long beans and coconut and just a bunch of different stuff in there, like mung bean sprouts and stuff. I love that stuff. I could eat that every single day. We had it at the resort that we stayed at.
And we had the batutu, the chicken
Oh,
batutu.
the ayam batutu.
Ayam batutu.
Yeah, so that one's like slow cooked chicken with all these spices and everything, and it was delicious. So
yeah, that was good.
it's not, and you're not gonna be like bakso ayam and mi ayam. You can find that almost everywhere. Not everywhere's gonna have babi guling, and it's kind of hard to find it for dinner because I think they do cook it overnight. So the later in the day it gets, like if it's dinner time, if it's after like 3 or 4, the places that just do babi guling, they're not even going to be open, and that's because the skin and some of the meat that's supposed to be crispy is no longer crispy. It's kind of soft, so they're going to close down a little bit earlier. So that's more of a breakfast or a lunch thing that you can find. But yeah, the food has been really good. Not as spicy, but the places that we went to that have, like, say, the bakso ayam, they do have, you know, chili paste and like spicy ketchup and stuff like that you can put in it to make it spicy. So yeah, the food has been really good though. I mean, we didn't know what to expect, and things are different on the island of Java than they are on Bali and all that. So
yeah,
but yeah, the food is good.
Okay, number 5, they just have a lot of excursions for active people. I mean, we did a waterfall tour where we were jumping off the waterfalls and sliding down and swimming, and Christy did a fishing trip when we were down in Sonora. I think that they have rafting here.
Yeah, Russell and Wendy went rafting the day they came to visit us. So.
Rafting. They have the volcano hikes. Christy did one of those where you hike to the top of the volcano early in the morning.
Like early in the morning. They'll start at you get up at like 2 in the morning or something like that. So
swimming with the dolphins. I think that they also have the zip lines at certain places here. They have like at the rice terraces, they have the swings, so you can do stuff like that. So they just have a lot of active excursions or day activities that you can do. So there's really a lot. I mean, there's so much in the book. We only did part of it. 1, because not everything was kid friendly, and 2, just time, and but they had a lot of things to do here.
Yeah, and then 2, I mean, it's island time, it's island life, so it's a little bit more laid back. We probably spent more time here at our villa than we did, out and about, especially more than we did in Thailand. But yeah, it's just a laid back vibe here. It's kind of nice. While you have all those active things, you can also just be lazy and hang out at your house. But our villa had this awesome pool and huge yard, and so that was nice.
And we had spa services come to us. We kind of threw that in there, but they had spa services that came to us that were super affordable. So we took advantage of that. I think we had them come 3 times over the month to do spa services, and they just do it around the villa. So we have like a little gazebo, or they did it poolside. It rained yesterday, so they did it on the porch of the house. So there's lots of activities, but feel free to relax too.
All right, number 4, and I never thought I would say this of something that I loved, but it's the Bali coffee. So I was never a coffee drinker to begin with until I met Meghan. Meghan's like, oh, whoever I'm going to be with has to drink coffee. So
they can understand the need to drink coffee in the morning, first thing.
I don't quite have to drink it every day, but I did start drinking Bali coffee. And so this was the first cup that I got, was the day we got into Bali that evening, and we're driving up here because it was like a 3-hour drive from the airport to our villa. And that's if you're just driving straight through without any stops. Our driver Katut, he made a stop at a little roadside like food area and shop and whatnot, and he was like, hey, does anybody want coffee? And we're like, yeah, sure. And I mean, I've eaten pig lung, so I was like, okay, because I've had it before, Bali even. I was like, I'll try the coffee. And it was just black Bali coffee with sugar, and it was good.
It was good.
I liked it. I don't know if it's just because it's Bali coffee. I don't know if I would feel the same about, say, Folgers. I don't know yet because I've never drinking Folgers coffee. I've had coffee back home, but it was like from On the Grind. So On the Grind, if you're listening, we're not sponsored by On the Grind, but if you want to, you can, anyway. But it's like what would I get? The Mexican mocha, blended, no whip.
frappes.
So, is that the blended? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
See, I'm not even that. Anyway, but yeah, I started to like it. And so just about anywhere we went, that like, oh yeah, would you like some Bali coffee? I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
And I would just drink it with some sugar. That was it. And it wasn't even super sweet, but because the sugar wouldn't completely dissolve until you got like to the last like sip, and then it's like really sweet, but I liked it.
Yeah.
And so now I can't wait to go to our next destination, which is Vietnam, and try coffee there, because they're supposed to have really good coffee as well.
And we tried the Kopi Luwak coffee also, that's
Yeah.
known in Bali. And
Yeah, y'all
I think
saw that video.
it was good. I mean, I don't think it was any better than the Bali coffee that we've gotten
Yeah.
at other places, but I mean, it was worth trying while we were here, just to say we tried it.
It costs 10 times as much. So
Right.
a cup of coffee somewhere is like maybe 50 cents, and the Kopi Luwak was like $5 for a cup. And so that's what I was used to paying for the frappes
Frappe.
from On the Grind. And yeah, it's an experience, because if you're not like, I don't know, we'll post a link about Kopi Luwak coffee in there, but yeah, it I don't think it was worth paying
Yeah.
10 times as much. It's
Try it while
but it
you're
comes
here.
out of, but the
Yeah.
coffee beans come out of a cat's butt, so why wouldn't you try it, right?
Yep.
But yeah, but the other coffee that they sell here come in like little packs, and it might be like a 3-in-1. So it's got the coffee, the creamer, and the sugar all in one pack. You open it up, you pour it in the cup, you pour your hot water in and stir it.
Yeah, that's how we usually drink our everyday coffee. But when you go to restaurants, I think they just have like the powder that they mix with the hot water, and then
Yeah.
they add the sugar.
But it's still good. I liked it. I liked
Black coffee.
black coffee with like 1 sugar in it or something.
All right. Our number 3 is Bali sunsets. So we could see the sunset right from our back patio, and every night we got a different sunset. I mean, the sky was purple, it was pink, it was blue, yellow, orange. I mean, the sunsets were awesome. And then when you have the palm tree shadows in there, and it's just awesome. The sunsets are
They're amazing.
amazing.
We're in the southern hemisphere, so the Earth's tilt a little bit different. I don't know if that has anything to do with like the sunsets or anything, but yeah, the sunsets were just amazing. Whether it would be here at our villa, or even in the south where we went to Sanur, and the sunsets off the beach there. I mean, our beach faced south, so it didn't set over the beach or anything, but we could go to the beach and still watch the sunset. And yeah, they're just absolutely
they're beautiful.
And then our number 2 kind of goes with the sunsets. It's just the views and the scenery. You're just driving along, and you're just wow. You're just looking around, and you're just wow, because you might be on a mountain ridge or a ridge line somewhere, and you look on both sides of the road, and it's just these huge valleys, and you see mountains, another mountain ridge on the other side, and it's just this huge valley of like coconut trees and banana trees and all this greenery, and it's just beautiful. Even in the villa here, just walking around, like, I mean, we've been here for a month, and I still just like look up, and we're in a bunch of mango trees, and just the different
There's so many different types of plants that are
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I mean, this is all the villa behind us. I mean, just it's beautiful. It's green.
I just noticed that it looks like I have a little thing coming out of the top of my head, but
And then even just like the farmland. So they have the beautiful rice terraces. They're just beautiful. And then all their crops, how they grow on the hillside. I mean, it's just really, it's really cool.
it'll make you speechless sometimes. You'll just be driving around and just like, or all you can get out is wow.
Yeah, the black sand beaches,
Mm-hmm.
that was really pretty. So it's really, the scenery is beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
everywhere we go, we've been to restaurants with great views. You just sit out and watch, the sunrise or sunset, or,
Yeah, the first time that we got out, because we got here at night to the villa, and then even we were leaving Denpasar area, the capital, it got dark pretty quick because we had to stop for groceries, and so we didn't get to see a lot when we were driving, especially through that Munduk village, and we've got that kind of drive through the Munduk village road. It's really windy. We could see that there were like lights down in a village down in a little valley, way below us, but that was about it. And it wasn't until the first day that we went into town, and we'd already been here for a day or two before Auguste, our driver that we hired, was able to take us into town. And but we're just driving through, and we're just wow. It was because even just right out here, I mean, just overlooking, out our villa is just, beautiful scenery. I don't know, it's different. You have to come here. We can show you all the videos and photos and everything like that, but you have to actually come here to appreciate it. And so, make Bali a must on your bucket list.
Okay.
All right. And the number one thing that we really loved about Bali is the people. The people are so warm and kind and loving and patient, because we're going to have, language barriers. We tried to brush up as much as we could on some Indonesian.
Yeah, we always try and say, we learn how to say thank you and you're welcome.
And hello.
At least the basic.
Yeah, and if there's a goodbye, how to say that. And but I don't know, it's just the people here are just so lovely. No matter where, even like the ones that are in the, from the airports, from the time that you get here, directing you wherever you need to be. They're so patient and kind. They're not like, the grumpy TSA agents that we can get.
Not all of them are grumpy.
Not all of them, but
I think there's two things that stick out. Is one, we did a village tour, so we walked around the village, and our driver did the tour, and he took us into these people's homes at what we would consider dinner time, 5:30, 6 o'clock, and to see, just how they work and live. One was a woodworker, and, just go through his house. And we went to this family that was baking. They do all like the village pastries and stuff, and we're just in their home at dinner time, and they were welcoming. They took photos of us. They wanted us to try things. They were excited to see us.
The guy that made the honey.
Yeah, the guy that made the honey. I mean, he wasn't even there when we arrived, and he came and he let us try it, and he was patient with the kids so that they could see the bees. And then the next time was the ceremony that we went to. It was for a new temple that was built, a new family temple. So we were invited by our house manager to go and see a Bali ceremony, and we're the only people that are not part of this village that are there, and
part of the family,
but they let us come and sit, where they sit.
Oh yeah.
And they greeted us with coffee and tea and pastries, or desserts, or whatever they call them. And it was, they were just so welcoming, and they wanted us to come sit with them, and they talked to our kids. And then after that, we'd see them, riding on the main street, and they'd wave to us, and they were just, genuinely so nice. They open up their homes and give us whatever they have,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe one of the things is because we've had more interaction with people other than just, the folks at the restaurants and everything, as opposed to like maybe Thailand. And that's not a ding on people in Thailand. They're lovely also. But we just had more of a connection here, in Bali with these people, and with the wildlife too. And they've just been awesome. I would definitely come back to Bali, and I'd love to come back here. And but yeah, anywhere we went though, and the people were just, they're awesome. Shout out to the people of Bali.
Our first day here, we were just walking on the main road, and everybody was like
hello,
twisting their neck, saying hello. I mean, the whole time, every single person that passed us. Yeah, we're just made it a point to say hello.
We're walking. I mean, and this is not like, this is the road that goes from, this is like a main road that goes from the north to the south. And I mean, it's a lot of traveled by locals in the villages and stuff, but yeah, they're on the bikes. They're like, hello, because it's not hello, H-E-L-O, it's H-A-L-O, like halo for us, but hello, hello, hello. And everybody's just saying hello. And, driving by in the bikes and in the cars, and, people in their houses. And, that's when we finally started to learn how to say, Selamat pagi, which is good morning, Selamat siang, which is good afternoon, and Selamat malam, which is good evening. And, so we could finally say those things. But it was, everybody was just so kind and warm, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so those are 7 things that we absolutely loved about Bali. If you've been here before, let us know what you've loved about it. And if you've got any questions or anything, please drop them in the comments below. Or if you're enjoying the videos, give us a comment as well. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. And if you want to buy us a coffee, you can do that down there too. But yeah, we appreciate everybody watching. We're mainly doing this so we can, document our travels, but it's kind of taken off a little bit. And, people are loving to, watch the journey. So please continue to watch, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.